What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I had a really fun idea for a video as I've been compiling my back to school things for the upcoming school year because if you can believe it, summer is pretty much over, at least by me. I go back to work on August 6th, so it's time. Also, all of the back to school stuff hit store shelves at the beginning of July and it was just kind of downhill from there. I know previously I had mentioned in many videos that I wasn't going to spend a whole lot of money this year for back to school stuff because I pretty much had most things that I probably would need. Yeah, well, that went out the window, so we'll just forget about that. But I feel like I got some really good deals, so I'm not too mad about it. Let's just dive right into it because there is a fair amount of stuff. One of the first things I picked up was this little felt weather chart, and it has the day, the date, and the month up at the top. I grabbed this because, like I've said in previous videos, my kiddos at my last school had a hard time with these concepts, so I think this would be excellent. Just a good way to start off your sessions, just kind of talking about it. A lot of my kids this year, I know I've also mentioned, are working on pragmatic goals as well as social skills, so the feelings, incorporating that into everything will be super awesome. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't have a window in my new space. It doesn't use an outside wall, so I'm not 100% sure how we're gonna do this. I might just have to have different pictures up and I'll just put a picture up and have the kids describe that weather, but we'll see. The next thing that I grabbed, I actually didn't get this from Target or Walmart. I got this from Kirkland's. I've seen these, they're everywhere, and I've seen these specific ones at like Michael's or something, but it is just another letter board. The one I had last year, the plain white one, was from Walmart, and it got its use. The actual board part here was just felt, so that kind of like started to get pilly, and then the frame was plastic and it was super thin, so I think it even might have gotten cracked in the move. So we retired that one and I grabbed this one instead. I'm kind of in love with it. I kind of feel like I want to use it for my home as well. We'll see, because I don't know, I like to put fun quotes on this, and this is what I do. I'll put like either a phrase or a saying, especially for my older groups, and then we'll kind of like have that be the theme of the session and we'll talk about different things. So this actually comes with a bunch of letters and then 9 script words. So it's a really good starter set. I think I got it for like $10. I know they range between like 10 and 25, 30 bucks, depending on what size you get and what shape and all of that. But I'm really excited to have this in my new room this year. To go along with that, I picked these up. These are from Target. These are letterboard words, and I got the motivational quotes. I think the ones that come in it are gorgeous, courage, handsome, craft, positive, today, hustle, success, passion, and awesome. I wanted to get the family one. I also wanted to get the kitchen one, but I figured these were probably the most appropriate for my students, so we went with these. This was another Target Dollar Spot find. I'm super excited for this because so many of my little kids are working on these things and they love these books. It's those felt books that they have. I have the dinosaur one. Gigantic hit. Literally everybody loves it. I've actually told a few moms last year where to get it because they wanted it for their children. So this is all about daily living skills and how to start the day. So it's like getting washed, combing your hair, tying shoelaces, brushing your teeth. I really like this one because I also have another kind of getting ready for the day activity that I have that incorporates these things. So this is just another way to present it to them. I like it. It's thin, it's small, it's quiet, and it's super easy. It's not too long, and the kids, like I said, really, really love these books. So I'm excited to use this, especially with like my preschool and kindergarten kiddos. When we were working on just kind of like personal hygiene and kind of getting ready and things like that. This next item was something that I slept on last year and I kicked myself all year, even though I don't 100% know why. It's the infamous labels, like the label pockets from the Target Dollar Spot. I don't know how many of these I grabbed. I feel like I might have gotten 3 or 4. I don't know. I got a lot of these. Because These are perfect for everything. I've seen them used to label bins. I've seen them as incentive charts. I've seen them put on binders and kids' folders to like keep important slips of paper in. I might use them. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. I have like a bunch of ideas. It wasn't more of like an impulse grab. First I was going to put their speech bucks in here, like put the marble nameplate in here and just hold their speech box, but I don't think it's going to stick to the concrete, so I think I want to figure out a better way to use them because I'd rather not waste them. I also have seen people use them just as like sequencing things, so they'll put it on a sheet of paper and they have to sequence the different pictures. Super easy to make some different images to fit in these squares, large enough so that you can see it, small enough that it doesn't take up too much space. These are amazing, and I think you get 20 for $3, so definitely pick these up if you haven't already because there's a whole bunch of different uses for them. Next, I got some of these super jumbo and then just regular jumbo paper holders, or I guess binder clips. I love these. These became a godsend to me last year because I was usually paper clipping the IEPs together and that was just a travesty. So now I have these giant ones, and without fail, I always need like the super huge ones for some of my caseload kids. So I got these monster ones, and hopefully these will do the trick in keeping me organized. I'm not somebody that does like the color coding thing with the rainbow color, but like I said, these at least will be bright and easy for me to see so I don't lose things. I also grabbed these magnetic folder bins from the Target dollar spot, and these are probably genius. I'm kind of in love with them. I'm really shocked that they were each only $1. I don't know why I'm shocked by it, but I am. I'm going to put these on the side of my filing cabinet this year. Last year what I did was when I had rotating paperwork that was out of the building, either trying to get signatures or trying to get it, like parents to read over it and then just send it back with any corrections, I kept it all in a manila folder up on the shelf, and it worked for last year, but I mean the folder got all kinds of torn up and, you know, bent and ripped and frayed. What I think I'm going to do this year is just put these, like I said, on the side of the filing cabinet, and this way I can just slip the folders in here with all of the necessary paperwork, and I have one, then I can divide it up now that I have 3. I have one for IEPs, one for triennial paperwork, and then one for evaluations and things like that. So this way it's not all crammed in one folder and I'm having to like go through it all every time I need a specific piece of paperwork. So I'm really probably more excited about these than I should be, but nonetheless extremely excited. These next 2 items were semi-impulse buys, but honestly, I feel like I'm gonna use them a lot. They are these stress balls that, once again, Target dollar spot. This one says dream big. This one says just go for it. I really like them though because they don't I don't know what's in them, but it's nothing like little beads or anything, or God forbid liquid that can like break and pop and like ooze out everywhere. It's I don't know, whatever. It's not even the sand. It seems like it's putty or something that's inside of it. So I love these, especially for the kids, because usually my kids tend to like pick at things and like pull a hole in them. Or dig into it with their nails. So in the past, stress balls have ripped and then the inside contents gets everywhere and it's just a big mess. I'm really excited for these because they make excellent fidgets for kids, and like I said, I don't have to really worry about stuff getting everywhere. So grab these 2. Definitely keep an eye out for them. I haven't seen them in a few weeks. I got these probably like the end of June, but if you spot them and you need them, these are the ones that I recommend. This next item is probably one that I'm the most excited about for therapy, I guess. I don't know, I feel like it's tough to explain it, but I finally got my hands on some of these poppers, and y'all, like, I have so much fun with these. I was only going to get one, but I ended up grabbing both of them because, I don't know, I just figured I could use him also for farm animals. But I'm glad I got the pig because he's definitely going to be a lot easier for the little kids. The pig has a bigger ball that is also plastic, and it's just overall easier to shoot. The shark has a tiny little foam ball, and it's kind of hard to get it in his mouth, and he also, I don't feel like he shoots as far. That could just be me, let's see. No. But this one, so satisfying. It really is. I don't know why. I love this. These make excellent reinforcers. I know everybody and their brother, sister, aunt, and uncle has seen them and probably already has them. I've been late to the game, but like I said, I'm actually really into the pig one because he's not as hard to squeeze and the ball goes way further. So for my little kids working on like their motor skills as well, this will be awesome because a lot of my friends have weakened hand strength, so this will definitely make the OTs very happy. So anytime that I can help out my OT friends, I love to do that because we collaborate a lot and we do a lot of group activities. So I try to always think about ways to incorporate their goals as well into my sessions when we're making a joint session, and they do the same for me. And it's just like a really great partnership that we have. I gotta say, shout out to your OTs and PTs in your schools, and if you're not collabing with them, definitely look into it because it makes sessions go so much smoother. So, like I said, really excited, kind of want to keep them at home for just me to play with. The cats love them, Chip loves it. It just makes my life really easy, and it's super satisfying. So, definitely a win. Had to get these when I saw them, regardless of the money spending ban that I put on this summer. Full disclaimer, this next item, have no idea what I'm doing with it, but it was there, and I saw it, and I had to get it. It is a black book holder. I have a bunch of these, not the specific one, but different types that I've gotten. But these are way sturdier. They only had the one black one. They usually just have the rainbow colors in Target, which is why when I saw black, I figured I just had to get it because that's kind of the theme. I like black because it doesn't show dirt, and it's timeless and classic, and it's always in style. But more importantly, it doesn't show dirt. So that's really important when you work in an elementary school. But I'm excited to use this. Not, like I said, not sure what I'm going to use it for. I might use it in the closet, or I might use it for my most used materials because, like I said, the other I keep calling it a bookbinder. The other book holders that I have are not as sturdy, so they're going to be prone to break way quicker than this is. So my most used materials will probably end up going in here, and this is what I'll grab from. The next thing that I grabbed were these Pendaflex file folders, and I got these to go with the magnetic folder bins because, like I said, I end up with a lot of papers, and this is just like an all-encompassing little jacket for it, rather than it being in just a regular manila folder that is open and papers can tend to slip out because I tend to drop a lot of stuff. This will house everything nicely with no bent edges, so I'm excited. They probably have these at work, but sometimes I feel bad, so I just grab a pack for myself that I could use, no big deal. I also grabbed these really pretty file folders from Walmart. I think these were like $2 or $3. And they are so nice. They have like little flowers on them with rose gold foil, also a hair, and it has black, pink, and like a mint green color. I'm in love with these. Again, impulse purchase, not 100% sure what I'm going to use them for. I think I might end up using it for the papers that are like important and ones that aren't about students and things that I can kind of keep out. So I grabbed this, and then along with that, I also grabbed this black crate to put these file folders in. So kind of like my most used paperwork, anything about milestones and things like that, maybe parental packets, I'll probably keep in here. And then I'll keep them in this black bin, and I'll put this on top of either my desk or on top of the bigger filing cabinet that doesn't have my printer on it. I found these little clear plastic zipper pouches at Walmart. They were 48 cents each, and I kind of went crazy. I forget what Instagram I saw them on, but I definitely saw them on Instagram, and I'm kind of in love with them. Once again, I have 6 or 7 different ideas for these, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to use them for. I think I definitely didn't get enough for everybody on my caseload, but one of my ideas was to use this for the homework, kind of, and put their sounds in here and like all their sound cards and give one to every kid. We'll see how that works. I kind of want to see who my kids are and see if they're responsible, and this way if I can kind of know that if I give this to them, they'll bring it back, or if it's something that's just going to get lost. I try not to send too much stuff home because a lot of times I'll send stuff home and it never comes back and it just ends up in the abyss. So there's that. I'm also thinking about using these to kind of organize the smaller pieces for daily activities, because a lot of times I'll either clip it with a binder clip, or more often than not, I'll just kind of like stack it neatly on top of each other. And that doesn't work. Also, some of my larger activities that do not fit in my little photo box cases, I'm thinking about putting them in here, maybe keeping them all in a binder so that this way they're easily accessible. It's clear. They actually do come in, I think, I saw pink and blue. I'm not sure if they have other colors, but I just like the regular clear kind. So these are awesome. Like I said, the zipper is really good, 48 cents. Can't really go wrong with these. So I'm really excited to figure out how I'm going to utilize all of the ones that I bought. So when I went to Maryland, I stopped at a bookstore called Wonder Book. I went through and they have a ton of used books, and they had an entire education section that I kind of fell in love with. I had to limit myself, but they had a pretty big section of like big books that teachers have used, and I picked up 2 of them. Very excited, like I said. I got a Dark Tale, which I'm gonna probably use for Halloween and like October, that whole entire month. There was a Houdini cat on the cover. I had to get it. It was a necessity. It's actually a really cute story too. I feel like, I've said this on a blog, but I feel like I read this as a child, so nostalgia. And then I also grabbed If You Give a Moose a Muffin. And I love big books, but they are super expensive. If you're a teacher, you know. But these were, I think, $3 and $4, so definitely super cheap and in fairly good condition. None of the pages are missing. Some of them are taped, but nothing is like falling apart and completely crumpling. And like I said, I love big books for my kids because a lot of them are working on identifying vocabulary or labeling items and objects. So these ones I can just kind of lay out on the floor and everybody can circle around and they can all point to different things. So that's what I really like about the big book, rather than having just like the regular size storybook that you have to like show each kid in the circle. I got my exercise last year doing that, but this year I can just hold it up and read it. So I'm really excited for this. Usually I do If You Give a Mouse a Cookie at the beginning of the year, because I love mice and I love cookies. But because they have If You Give a Moose a Muffin, I think I'm going to come up with an adapted activity for this one, and then this way I'll just do this story instead, because this is a book now that I have. So really excited about these. Probably my favorite. I feel like an official educator. I don't know. For whatever reason, like having an oversized book makes you feel official. Do you feel me? Is that just me? I don't know, that could just be me. That's everything that I've gotten so far this summer for school next year. I think I'm winding down. There are a few other things like log note, those little labels, and the thermal laminator sheets. Not super interesting though. Let me know in the comments down below some awesome finds that you've scored this summer, if you found any, or if you hound your Target dollar spot as much as I do, because it's a lot. And I'm very proud of myself. Even though I didn't stick to my no spending, I'm still proud that I limited it to this, which probably is a lot for some people. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back though. Next week, I'm probably going to be filming a back to school clothing haul try-on video. I ordered a bunch of stuff Friday and Saturday, and I'm just waiting for all of my packages to come in. Like seriously, I'm waiting like at the window, stalking the UPS and FedEx men. But hopefully they'll come in. I think they're scheduled to come in on Thursday, Friday, and Monday. So I'm thinking sometime next week that video will be up. I'm not super fashionable, so you can take the way I style my outfits with a grain of salt. This isn't New York Fashion Week. I'm not on the runway, but I think it'll be fun. I've never done a video like that, and we can just kind of all laugh at the clothes that don't fit or the clothes that fit me terribly, and we'll just be like good friends hanging out for the day. But like I said, super excited for those things. I'm kind of overhauling my work wardrobe this year, so we'll see if I can stick with it and not veer off like I usually do into left field with leggings and oversized everything. I'm going for the comfy casual this year, but still professional. So, like I said, really excited for that. Stay tuned. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything in particular you would like to see. I'm counting down the days for back to school, so I'm gonna do a whole room tour once I get everything officially set up and the custodians no longer despise me for coming in and cramping their style when they're trying to clean and I'm being a nuisance. That's everything for today's video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!